Hey you guys, welcome back to the Plot TV. So as y'all know, Kai Cenat has already started his Mafia-thon 2. He has guest stars like Snoop Dogg, Kodak Black, Uzi Vert, NLE Choppa, DDG, and of course Halo making a guest appearance at his house. So recently he had Glorilla in the house and the two were in the kitchen chopping it up.
Onion, hair. Now what?
I don't like all this shit on my onions, so I peel
I'll
all
take
that
it out.
shit off.
Okay. Throw this bullshit off.
Yep, take all that bullshit off.
All that bullshit right there.
You know how to cut up onions and peppers, right?
So you cut it half. Okay. Say less.
Yeah, get that out the way.
Say less. On it.
Yep, everything's saucy.
Okay.
Look at Kai making the spaghetti, y'all.
Come on now.
For those of you who aren't aware, sometime last year or so, Kai Cenat had reacted to a song of Glorilla that she released, and she wasn't too fond of his reaction on his live stream, given that they were supposed to be friends or so, whatever. She didn't like it, and, she unfollowed him and all of that. She's saying now that it was all fake, it wasn't that serious, but at the time it seemed very much serious between the two. But I'm glad to see that they can put their differences aside and collaborate, have a good time, chefing it up in the kitchen. Food is going to unite people, okay? Food is going to get us right. So it's good to see that. And also, Kai had a special message for Glorilla from Kodak Black. As you all know, if you did watch Kai Cenat's previous stream, he had Kodak Black prior to Glorilla, and Kodak made it very clear that he was very much interested in Glorilla and that she was his type of girl. So they're setting it all up in his backyard, about a potential date. So comment down below if you think Kodak Black and Glorilla could, collaborate together, make a music. I don't know, go on that date. Kai might just put together, who knows, but let me know down below. Also, DDG and his son Halo made a guest appearance on Kai Cenat's stream last night. I did my best to edit it, given that Hallie, Halo's mom, was not too fond of DDG having Halo on live stream in front of millions of people. So she did take to Twitter to express her disapproval of her son being on live stream without her knowledge. I'm assuming DDG did not communicate this with Hallie to see if she was okay with that. But then again, you have followers of both parties who are questioning Hallie's intentions as far as what is the issue with DDG having his son. After all, this is his father as well. He can take his son where he wants to. Of course, she had other supporters who felt, what, Hallie's feelings are valid. After all, she's out of the country at the moment. Maybe DDG should have reached out and let Hallie know of the happenings with her son, whereas others disagree and say that why is it that DDG has to constantly check in with everything that he does with his son, and Hallie gets to do what she wants to do. She has been on live with Halo. Millions of people have already seen Halo. So they're having a difficult time understanding where Hallie is coming from, because the math is not mathing in their opinion. It makes absolutely no sense. So a lot of followers feel that Hallie was just trying to find a reason to get her fans to, attack DDG, and he has already been scrutinized a lot. So they just did not see what was the issue with him having his son on live stream. It has happened before, so what's so different now? I will say that I hope everyone can just, give Hallie grace. After all, she is a first-time mom. She's learning as she goes. I'm sure she's, having her moments. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes with both parties. I'm not going to have a biased opinion here. I'm not sticking with either side. I feel that maybe they can work on the communication part when it comes to whether or not Halo is going to be on live stream. Just the small things that may be of concern. But I do feel for DDG as well, because throughout Hallie's pregnancy, he had to be on the hush hush, including his family, about whether or not she was pregnant. The whole internet was playing a guessing game and, assuming that, Hallie's pregnant, based off of photos and differences. So I think DDG feels now that the cat is out of the bag. He just wants to, show his son off to the world like he always wanted to. I remember when Pretty Boy Fredo, I believe, had a gender reveal and it was a boy. I remember DDG did react to that and said that he wished, the only thing he was jealous about is he wished that he had that moment, a gender reveal, to be able to reveal his baby's gender, have a gender reveal party. So that he didn't get that. And as we all know, DDG has always wanted a child. We know now that Hallie also always wanted a child. So I feel both of them are very much blessed. Halo is incredibly handsome, such a beautiful young soul. And the internet loves him, people loves him. He is now a meme on a lot of people's timeline, and people are laughing every day because they just feel so connected with the little boy. And it's a lot, but let's just pray for the two and hope that they can settle their differences as far as communication goes, as co-parenting, as they're learning their co-parenting, learning how to navigate with it. So yeah, let's just pray for them. A quick messy NBA moment. Last night I'm scrolling on Twitter and I came across this video clip of Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks. As you guys know, last night the Atlanta Hawks defeated New York Knicks 121-116. So he had a few words for the Knicks fans.
I hope these New York fans find their way to the exit real quick. Boo! Take y'all ass home.
To wrap things up, I do want to touch bases on Cardi B. As y'all know, Cardi B did support Kamala Harris in her presidential campaign run. Unfortunately, presumably, I don't know, but apparently Donald Trump will be the 47th president and will be the president for the next 4 years of the United States. And, Cardi B did support Kamala Harris. She appeared at the Milwaukee rally, I believe, where she spoke on personal experiences, just being a lower class citizen, middle class, whatever the case may be, just being able to know what it's like out there on the street, what it's like to struggle, and also what it's like to be looked down upon, and how she disliked bullies, etc. All of these things, she spoke on things that she's been so passionate about. And if any of you know about Cardi B, she has always been very opinionated, especially when it comes to politics and certain things that she does not agree with. And she's very opinionated, like I stated. So I want to commend Cardi for, just speaking up for what she believes in. I know she received major backlash from the internet. People were coming for her intellect and felt that she was not qualified enough to speak. But if anything, I feel Cardi B was the right person to choose. She knows what it's like to struggle, to hustle, to work twice as hard to get to where you want to be, just to even taste success, So I think that individuals bringing her intelligence, or her education and all of these things into the conversation need to take several seats. Reason is, we have some of the most intelligent individuals running our country, okay? They are governing the country, and yet we are still experiencing economic crisis. People are still struggling. The American citizens are still struggling. So let's be for real. Let's not bring one's intelligence into the conversation, because ultimately, when you look at it, all of us are very much qualified to keep this country going. It's not about just being book smart. It's about being street smart, knowing what's happening out there. Okay, so we're not going to talk about it, but she did have a few words to exchange to Donald Trump supporters who have constantly been harassing her, and she's over it. So let's have a look at what she had to say.
Thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now. Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm gonna make sure I deliver it right. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still, people question us how we got to the top. They be like, how she got there? Hold on, let me warm up. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. So listen, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now, okay? So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up. Alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
But I can't tell, whoa, yeah, glow. Keep running circles around the snail, whoa, yeah, glow.
I'm in a zone. You know how it is when you're in a zone. So I'm in
You
that
got
zone.
it. We manifested
Right?
it. You
That's
got
right.
it.
Right, we got to claim.
Bucks County played a major role in the outcome of this election. It's the most purple county among the Philadelphia suburbs. Trump won the county by about 500 votes, ultimately helping flip the state and its 19 electoral votes back to red.
Ultimate underdog comeback, and I think this is a win for America, for a lot of people.